would vote no to both Republican bills.
Yes.
But what are you willing to compromise on?
Well, first of all, if we did have a bill that just ended the crisis that the president started, which means ending the zero tolerance policy, I would vote for that. The problem with the two bills is that they've put poison pills in those bills, as they typically do. You do understand that there is not one Democratic vote that is needed to pass a bill in the House of Representatives. So the fact that the bills have not passed has been because there is division within the Republican caucus. They do not need our votes in order to pass legislation.
And division when it comes to immigration reform is nothing new. We saw it under the previous administration as well. When will Congress be able to agree on such a contentious issue?
Well, I think Congress will be able to agree, frankly, when Democrats take back control of the House of Representatives, to be honest with you, because my Republican colleagues can never reach the point where they will support full citizenship for immigrants. And their reason for that is relatively cynical. It's because they believe that at the end of the day, if large numbers of immigrants were granted citizenship, they would likely be Democrats. And so I really think that that's what's at the heart of it. There was a compromise bill, though, however, that was voted on in the Senate that was able to pass, but the House would never pass it. So unfortunately, the House has to change hands in order for true comprehensive immigration reform to pass in the United States.
And yet Republicans, including, of course, the president, are blaming the Democratic Party for this.
I know, but do understand that this crisis at the border right now with the children was started by the president. He started the crisis, and then he signed an executive order ending the crisis that he started. It would be like if I went out and started a fire and then called the fire department and expected to receive a prize because I helped put out the fire. It makes no sense to do policy in this manner. And so the executive order that he signed yesterday, I guess he didn't even consult his staff because it does not address the problem. He says he wants to keep children together, but let me tell you something that really disturbs me. There is no mechanism in place right now, today, to reunite the 2,000 children with their parents. I believe that some of these children will never see their parents again, and I think that is egregious. I think it's a human rights abuse.
And Congresswoman, just briefly, the president saying today that if we took zero tolerance away, then everybody would come into the country right now. He won on a platform promising tougher immigration. There are many in the country who want tougher reforms.
Well, let me just tell you that immigration to the United States is way down. And this policy did not exist a couple of months ago, and our borders were not overrun with tens of thousands of people trying to come over. What the president has consistently done is tried to stoke the fears of people in the United States, and unfortunately he has consistently used racism, whether it was directed against immigrants or directed against African Americans. He does that every few weeks, and I think he does it as a diversion so we will stop thinking about the Russia investigation or some of the other egregious things that he's doing to dismantle civil rights and other safety net protections that we have had in this country for generations.
Congresswoman Bass, good to have you with us.
Thank you very much.